2.0, it's just like, okay, here's a system that was super convoluted, and there is just shit everywhere. The main core rule book is like 2,000 fucking pages. This thing's massive. It's like if you took the DMG, the Monster Manual, and the Player's Guide and rolled them into one. It's like that.
Right.
It is a big fucking book. But then there's like 10 more books on top of that. So like the way AD&D used to be, where there was a book for every fucking class, every fucking race, every fucking archetype. There was something.
It's a big fucking book. Getting feedback, guys. Sorry.
My bad.
I just forgot to pause it. Or I forgot to turn the volume down.
I get you. But yeah, so there's that. And like, either the people who didn't like that to begin with, and my thought process, and a lot of other people have kind of agreed with it, and what I've seen through other social media shit, is they've already made that jump to 5e.
Right.
Because they're not going to stay and they might go back and kick around and like pull shit back and forth, like what we do with Bingo Book, where people are like, oh, do you have a 2nd edition? Do you have a Pathfinder? Do you have a 3.5? What about a 4th edition thing? For me, I just kind of look at it and go, if you play 2nd, 3rd, 3.5, 4th, or Pathfinder, but you like what's going on with the Bingo Book, just change some of the stats.
Right.
Add some, or tell us what's missing, because quite honestly, I don't fucking know. I don't remember Thaco at all, except that the smaller the number, the harder it was to hit. And honestly, I'm happy I don't remember, because there was a lot of bullshit. So with something like Pathfinder 2.0, it can either be fucking fantastic and just have like that side branch to branch out to and play, or convert back and forth, or whatever they do, it just doesn't happen. Because they're already looking for betas and alphas to test this thing. Sure. And they're talking about 2018 summer release, E3, they'll talk about it, whatever big convention's going on. They're going to drop it and do this whole big push. Sure. But if the betas and alphas find a lot of shit wrong with it, and Paizo kind of drops the ball, then it's in a rut.
I wouldn't mind testing it. That'd be something I'd find cool. But I've never played Pathfinder, so I wouldn't notice a huge difference.
Fair. The thing that gets me that's really weird is it took them this long to do it. And at the same time, it's right around the same time that D&D Beyond is starting to really gain steam.
True.
Like, they just finished the phone app versions, and they're getting all that up and running. And then you've got your tablet and your website and all that stuff like that. Sure, D&D Beyond, you got to buy all the books again. But if one person has the books, it's not out on mobile yet, but they have a feature where if one person has the books, like me, if I have all the books and then I buy all the digital versions, I can share all those books with everyone I play with.
Okay.
And you get everything I have. So instead of having piles of books and notebooks and pads and pens and papers, having a fucking tablet. And now Paizo's doing this, and it's like, cool, here's Pathfinder 2.0. Kind of in a weird timing for me.
I feel you.
Because now it's like, yeah, I can get into Pathfinder. They have some crazy shit. A lot of the shit that like doesn't get used in D&D ends up finding its way in Pathfinder. Like different archetypes and all that other shit. So like alchemist classes and like different Lycans and this kind of hunter or that kind of ranger or whatever have you. They're all kind of there.
Right.
So yeah. But that's just my 2 cents to it.
Yeah, see, Pathfinder's... I want to play Pathfinder for... Just because... Number cruncher?
Yeah, you fucking love numbers and all these extra floating stats. Well, my eyelash stat says I have a plus 47.
Yes.
Like, dude, fuck you. My character can blink in a matter of 45 blinks per millisecond. I just want to let you know. So you butterfly kiss your way to fucking victory is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Like, dude, fuck that.
It's like a slow motion camera, man.
Yeah, it was like I saw everything that person did. There was no person that you saw. Like, dude, chill out. See, like, that's fun and it's gimmicky as shit, but you legitimately like this shit. And I'm just like, I've done this already. I'm out. So give me simple that I can like not play for years and then go, oh, okay, yeah, that says that. That says that. Those two work. It's like complex math that has letters in it.
It's like New Age math.
Yeah, I'm no good. No, fuck that too. That's a whole different topic in itself. That's like a whole different video, guys. Me ranting about New Age math. But yeah, no, screw that too. If it's simple, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
All day long.
3 + 3 is G.
Yeah.
Depending on how you make your G's, that's right. But it was like what I said earlier. It's like a lot of people are gonna have that mentality. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, I mean, yeah, that's just one more aspect of things that Dave can complain about. Honestly, if it works, it works. And you probably see me pick up a rule book. The only reason why I don't do it now is it's like fucking ridiculous expensive, and it's a massive book.
Yeah,
it just is. I have a hard time reading these fucking D&D books. Curse of Strahd, prime example. I was like, cool, I'm going to read the fuck out of this. I had it for like 4 months before I played it. And I can tell you that I read like 6 pages in no particular order. It just happened to flip out that way. And I was like, cool, I'll read this page now. I read it more just trying to figure out where I was than actually preparing for this thing.
Yeah, because I used the Curse of Strahd to try and get an idea of how to set up a mod.
Yeah.
And literally the first 3 actual pages,
that's it.
That's like where I got to, and I'm like, so where do I find everything else? Like, where did these come into play?
Welcome to why I had such a hard time. Like, seriously, like, I'm not a smart man. I'm not stupid. But there's a fucking big, thick line that separates normal smart and Dave smart. There just is. And really, quite honestly, like, you now see what I had to go through at Strahd, where it's like, cool, everything's going in order, and then turn to page 300, like, why do I go here? And then where do I go back to? Like, it's a nightmare. It is not laid out in any kind of special order.
Yeah, no, because, like, with the Tales of the Yawning Portal, similar situation, Curse of Strahd is 100 times worse.
Sure, but with Yawning Portal, at least the modules are contained and like they're broken up. So if you go too far and you're in a different module, you're like, fuck, that's not right. And like the really only backtracking you might do is going back to the beginning where they talk and like role play in the Yawning Portal in the bar. Because then, yeah, you're talking to the barkeeper. You may go down into the mine shaft, into the museum, or whatever have you. But really, it's just kind of localized into those things. So when you have those smaller modules, it's really easy. But since Strahd is so fucking big, and there are so many things you can do, and like at least 3 plot hooks in there, if not 4 or 5.
There's, I think, 5.
Because you've got the letter, you've got just wandering in, you've got the werewolves, you've got the Vistani, and then there might be
the mist.
That's just wandering in, I believe.
That's wandering in. Okay,
so there's at least 4.
Yeah,
because you guys did the visitors, the Vistani camp. But yeah, there's like those 4 hooks, and then each of those hooks has its own arc, and each one of those arcs has its own people and different ways to go about it. But that's not self-contained, because it may get you in, and then you may bleed over into, if you're not careful, you're going to bleed over into a different hook, and then you're like, well, how the fuck did I get here?
Right.
And then you got to backtrack and go, well, where the fuck did I lose it? Okay, we'll go here. X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, G. Fuck, now I got to go over here again.
Yeah.
Like, you guys went to like 2 towns, and then I'm like, well, let me look at the map. Shit, you're all the way over here. I wanted you to go here, but you chose the next closest option, would happen to be at the other side of the map. Oh, cool, that's 200 pages in. Well, here's all this extra content that we're not going to fuck with because you bypassed this. That's why I started ad-libbing, just making shit, because I was like, I don't know where to go. You guys do shit that doesn't make sense.
like digging graves for mounds of gold.
Digging graves for mounds of gold because somebody doesn't understand a prophecy.
I also, in looking at my notes from it and looking at what the cards actually said, I realized that I misinterpreted one of mine, and that's why I kept calling the Raven the Faceless God.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a minute. It was on the winding road, not at the tree.
Nope. The tree was just going to show you the way to something important, and then you just took it as divinity. I was like, well, this is what we're doing now. And I never...
He also... Everybody was like, talk to the bird.
Yeah, right?
That 20.
Yeah. Bird talks back. And then it was like, because you kept talking about it's the faceless god, and I never said no, but I never said yes, and I never really addressed it ever. Like, yeah, it's the faceless god. I was like, sure it is.
Well, the
whatever.
guy kept saying, "Don't call me God."
Yeah,
Not a god.
not a god, just a dude. And you're like, no, you're the faceless god.
You're
You're
the
just like,
faceless god.
this is what's up. Like, fucking Murph. Murph in the book was just a dude that was just kind of there. It's like a flavor piece. And then you guys just got super murder hobo-y, and I was like, no. This guy's just hanging out, leave him alone. And it just became like a 2-hour thing.
Let's play chopsticks, bro.
Yeah. It's all good, bro. You guys are really aggressive. And like Lance and stealing poisons, not a thing, but that happened. Like there was so much ad-libbing. The big tree, although I fucking dug it, was completely ad-libbed. Yeah, there was a lot of shit where I was like, I don't know where to go anymore. I just have to make something to make this work and then try to get you back in there. Like everyone always says, don't railroad your players, but god damn it, sometimes toot motherfucker. I'm a conductor right now.
The trick is not to not railroad them, it's to railroad them without them ever knowing you railroad
It's
them.
the illusion of choice.
Yes.
The slaughterhouse sheep, freedom sheep, both funnel into slaughterhouse sheep. That's essentially what it is. And it has to be very creative. But when you've been playing for 5 hours and you've had enough shenanigans, sometimes it's like, dude, this is what we're doing. You would think one aspect you would think was made up, but truly was not, was Mike breaking the nests and just bombarding shit. That was a thing.
Oh, really?
That was a thing above there. And he was like he was looking around and I was like, you're not going to break anything. And I was like, you know what? No, fuck this. You're breaking shit.
Stuff.
So yeah, you can go up there and fuck around, but I'm going to make it consequential.
Yeah, no. I really would like, because I think Mike always has this flavor of rogue to him, to his characters.
Sure.
I would really like to see him play an actual thief.
He doesn't want to. He might.
I mean, I think I see it fitting him so well.
Yes. I think what you're seeing more so of, because you don't really know it, is he's, no matter, because that character in itself was based off of Drist.
Right.
100%. And I mean, if you know anything about Drist, it's really that. It's your roguish ranger anti-hero brooding like, I don't care, but I'm going to save these people. Don't let them see the emotion side of you. That's what Mike was playing. And then Mike just kind of carried that over. And then, like, it's just that aspect. Because Mike is like, he's a funny dude. But he really is about as charismatic as Brett. He knows this. We joke about it at the table, but I joke about it with him at work too. And he knows it. Like, he's not very personable sometimes. And now that we've got Ryan, it's like Ryan just wants to be aggressive as fuck to everybody. Like, he took that mantle from Mike, and like Mike mellowed out. He's like, no, smart decisions now. And Lance isn't here to piss him off either. So he's like, no, I'm here. I got this. And then Ryan's like, I'm gonna do
Wolfcock.
yeah. Like, Lance has just been that way from the start. That's just Lance.
Yeah, it's just Lance.
That's what he is. So yeah. And now that Lance is MIA, Mike's toned down from like not being annoyed. Then that aggressive like murder hobo side is just, he like took the crown off and passed it to Ryan, and Ryan's like, I got it.
If we ever get another player, it's just gonna pass to them. And then
Sure.
this
And
is
Ryan will like balance out.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Because at first it was you, Tori, and Crystal.
Mm.
And Crystal was very murder hobo-y.
Maddie was too, though. Maddie was pretty aggressive.
But that was active choices in the long run.
It was.
Because at first it wasn't.
No. At first he was not. He was supposed to be a lawful good character, and then it was
True to life.
cut their head off and kick it across the football field, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go invisible and stab them.
Yeah.
and then you got the monk over here going, no. And it just did not work.
That's
that
bad,
way.
guys. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Screw you for doing it.
And then I drank.
Yeah. And then
we
it's
gone.
true to life. It just pushed you to alcohol. And pushing you to alcohol just made you a totally different person.
Yes. Oh man, I'm gonna crush your face.
I mean, and then it moved to Tori too, though. Like,
It did.
because then when we started Strahd, she was like, fuck, this is going to burn down the entire place where you guys started. And it's like, no, please don't do
Yeah,
that.
then you had both me and Crystal. Like no.
Bad idea. Please don't do this.
And me and Crystal are both of our characters
Pretty aggressive.
Pretty aggressive. So it's like for two aggressive characters to tell another character, no, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, in the new campaign, Crystal would be more aggressive than she's trying to be, but at the same time, she's just like, no, I know what happens. So I know what happens if I do this. Dave's gonna do something, and I'm not gonna like the outcome. So, oopsie daisy.
Yeah, no, it's like I think it's balanced out really well for her because it's like aggressive in combat.
Yeah,
and then outside of combat, there's still that like standoffishness.
She's thinking more.
So like, there's not the immediate let's chop her head off.
Yeah,
is there gold in their neck?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
You're dead. There could be something under you.
Kick him over.
Do I find anything? No. What the fuck, Dave? Like, what? This is like a video game where you just kill an enemy and coins pop out. Like, you're not gonna flip them over like, oh, look at all this treasure. Like, you guys are fucking brutal with that. I want to loot. They didn't have pockets. Like, I know you don't. You're like, whatever. It's loot. I guess
it's loot.
it might be there. It might not. But everyone's like, no, we killed it. There's something in there.
No, yeah. Mike and Ryan are like loot. And
It's typical Warcraft.
next time you have to give them an actual loot.
I will. I thought about it. There are times where I look in that book and I'm like, well, this creature clearly had no pockets, nor would he have just ingested things. It's not like WoW where you fucking kill a bear and suddenly boots. Like, it's just not how it works. But like, I look in this book, I'm like, I gotta give him something. Like, good, that'll do.
You contracted warts.
Yeah. And I mean, it's the same thing with like money. Like, sure, you guys can like kill a whole fleet of things, but there may not be a lot of money scrambled between all of them.
Yeah, I mean, and you find some like for like orcs or something, you find some little bird bones or something. That's their money.
Yeah, you might find a weapon or something that they stole from someone else or killed off of someone else. Sure, I can see that, but like, just pockets full of gold and like magical items that they didn't use.
Right. Yeah, that's my whole thing. Is like if there's magical items on them, either they didn't know they were magical,
Sure.
and that's why they didn't use them.
Yeah, or they couldn't, or they used them.
Yeah.
There's three options. They're either going to use it, they can't use it, or they didn't know they could use it.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it too. Like, okay,
I mean, and like my whole thing is like with like say like the 9 Lives Stealer or something. For some reason, you throw that and you want your players to get that,
sure,
and you're going to give it to them as a reward for one of the creatures used or
Sure.
has it on them. Maybe they don't know it's magical, but that doesn't matter. If they've held it long enough to attune to it and they crit on you, make that save.
hell yeah. I mean, what the last GKC we did, Mike got that really, really gleamy, beat up scimitar.
Mhm.
I mean, the guy didn't. I guess he did use it because he used it to kill Mike. So I guess he did use it. Never mind. I guess that train went to its correct destination. I had a very different thought process going, but yeah, no, he killed Mike. So.
It works.
It worked.
This sort of special, it has taken my life.
I like the fact that you guys didn't expect him to use someone as a shield, but that's straight up an ability.
Really?
It's in there. If you look at goblins,
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
look at goblins and look at the goblin boss, and his reaction is called redirect. Right there.
Nice.
It just pulls somebody within 5 feet in front of them, and they take the hit instead.
That's nice.
I saw that. I was like, "Oh no, we're doing this."
Yeah, that was pretty fun. As far as like,
Yeah.
he grabs him. What?
Nope. Like, can't hit me.
I like the picture in the book, how it doesn't have them like the little short green
Yeah.
things. They give them some different color.
Yeah, they do. between like wizards and Paizo, like Pathfinder,
Mhm.
they're two very different types of goblins.
Right.
Like your Pathfinder goblins is the very like Hey Arnold football head with like lots of
Yes.
teeth and like the ears like ah! As where they're just like yellow and they've got hair and they're sort of smart
Mhm.
and like they can talk. They can talk common, no issue. It's just they don't care.
Right.
Like they got a little bit of muscle to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely in that picture, it looks like they've got good bit of muscle.
Yeah. As we're Pathfinder, they're just gangly, spinally little, just like, I'm going to bite your fucking face off starting at your feet and just work my way up. And I mean, I love them. I like the Pathfinder goblins because they just look so terrifying. Like the old movie Critters
Yes.
with like the fuzzball monsters. They got that kind of face. It's like, rah! I dig it. I really do because that's just like your pure, I'm all about chaos and havoc. And I'm really going to start at your feet and work my
straight
way up.
Yes. I think you said it best. The chaos and havoc.
Yeah.
I was trying to combine both of those words.
Kravik.
Yeah, that's essentially.
Chaos.
If I become a superhero or a supervillain, that's gonna be my name.
Kravik.
Kravik.
Why
do you call
run
you
a
that?
superhero game and we'll call you Kravik and you just break things.
Yes. Because I'm thinking of like Havoc
Mm.
from X-Men.
Mm.
Yeah, and so maybe something along those lines. But yeah.
I just want to have it to where if you're Kravik, you're like the anti-King Midas. Everything you touch just turns to fucking shit and falls apart.
That would be interesting.
It doesn't turn to gold. It just breaks. Just like, I got it. Oh, fuck.
We're trapped inside this prison.
You're always wearing like gloves or like a bodysuit so that you can't have any physical contact with anything. You're just like, not this.
I mean, that'd be like a real. I mean, that's like really cool because it's like a perfect defense too.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit me? Cool.
Go in with giving somebody a hug and they just fucking collapse. Told you, man. Hugs are deadly. Let's see. Lowell and Moan, as far as topics go, I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, I found these this group called I believe it's Three Gorillas Entertainment.
I thought you were going to a different place for a second, dude.
No, that's Pornhub.
I really no, I don't even think it was like Pornhub. So I was just like Three Gorillas, a Man, and a Baby, and I was like, what is going on here? Like we already did this with like Harambe a long time ago. So like, dicks out for him and everything else. But where the fuck are you going?
You know, it's three brothers. They, as far as I understand it, they just kind of started up.
Sure.
They call themselves the Three Gorillas. They run, as far as what I've seen, they have a podcast and they have some videos that they just started putting out. Where they're mainly playing Fate, but they're altering it themselves to fit anime rule sets. They just put out they just finished the interest post for Full Metal Alchemist. And they did the previous, I think, two they did were on Avatar.
Okay.
I
play Tove all day long.
Yeah.
Tove is probably my favorite. That and Sokka. I'm a sucker for stupid characters.
No, I feel you there. Yeah, no, Earthbending has always been my favorite. I think it's the most
fluid. But I mean, I saw the post you were making about the Full Metal Alchemist Fate, and you're not the first person I saw that from, right? Because I think it was like a day or two beforehand as well. I saw that post flitter by somewhere on one of my timeline feeds.
It was probably on AppTab.
Yeah,
because it was shared on AppTab.
And I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's Fate, whatever. And you just kept on scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, I got a Full Metal Alchemist Fate thing. And I'm like, why the fuck do I know this? And I like really like it clicked. I was like, son of a bitch. And I was like, I know you're going to be interested in it. And then just suddenly messages. I was like, okay. And then like Facebook posts. I was like, yeah, here it goes. Like, all right, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's. I think a lot of us I think all except for Crystal, who doesn't watch like animes and stuff.
Fair.
But I think everybody else is a Full Metal fan.
Sure. I mean, I think she would like it too if she's seen it, but God forbid I have the time to watch anything.
Right. Yeah, it'd be just getting nerd to watch it.
It wouldn't be too hard. It's just a matter of, hey, what's going on, Jay Anderson?
Woo! He's gonna read the stuff because I can't see from this distance.
He says, hey, Jim, how's it going? Jim says it's fucking stupid. But no, really, what do you say, Jim?
No, yeah, man, it's going pretty good. I'm glad that somebody came and joined us.
That shot looks really fucking awkward. Me and you just going zooming in like, what are we reading here? Yeah. Very Mr. Magoo. Like, we both had like, that straight, like, stone face. Like, what are we fucking seeing? That's a noise that doesn't happen, right? So, yeah, all right.
This is just talking shop. We're just BSing and talking about whatever comes to mind, really.
Yeah, this is more so just us bullshitting and, like, we would have had something planned, but God forbid we prep anything. I was going to bring some minis and try to paint, but I realized I didn't have everything I needed. So, to that too.
And mine got locked in the room with the wife, and if I go in there, I might come out without a head.
I can't have that.
No, I can't talk then.
I mean, it's all right. I can see what it's just torso, Jim.
It's just, have you ever seen Scrubs?
Yes. Just headless JJ. Just body.
I would pull my shirt up, but then it would just be like a radish like out of the top of my head.
Dude, I'm with it.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm with it. I feel it.
Yeah. So yeah, right now we're just talking about like we just brought up
Full Metal Fate.
Yeah, Full Metal Fate. Full Metal Alchemist, like a Fate version of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Fate or Fate Accelerated.
I don't know. You know more about that system than me, man. I heard lots of like RP and weird dice combinations, and I was like, yeah, again, too many fucking things going on for my little squirrel brain.
It is in a way of setting the character up, sure, because you have aspects.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like rolling the dice, there's literally a handful of situations or like outcomes.
Yeah,
that is it. Rolling the dice is probably the easiest aspect of it.
I gotcha.
Because it's blank, negative, positive.
Okay.
And you want to get positives.
Yeah, unless you're aiming for a negative. I mean, yeah. Then you're talking my fucking language.
But yeah, like blanks are blanks, negatives cancel positives. This, that, and the other.
I mean, I've seen Fate dice, at like the local game stores and stuff like that. And I know you played it a couple times. Way back when. And
Dresden Files.
Oh, you guys did Fate Dresden?
Yeah, I've got the supplement on here.
Oh, we may have to do that.
I would
fucking love Dresden.
Yeah, I played a human that was not in the know.
Sure.
Who was the son of a mafia don. And he ran away from home because he was in his father's shadow, and that was one of his aspects.
Okay.
So anytime anybody brought up his father, he would become extremely aggressive.
Okay.
And the GM would like hold me to that, which is part of the game.
Yeah.
You want to hold them to those aspects.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if somebody brought up my father or who my family was or whatever, it was like, you're the runaway son of the mob. And it's like, ugh. And so I would just get extremely aggressive with them.
Yeah.
You can see me. You say you saw me. I'm breaking kneecaps in this again. Wow.
I'm with you. That sounds like really fun. I've seen other I've heard other talk of people doing Dresden Files stuff, and I just thought about it. I've even thought about making my own thing based off of Dresden Files, and it's just like, oh, I love the world. I love that universe. So if there's already something pre-designed for it, kind of super interested.
Yeah, no, I've got it on here. When I get done tomorrow doing my stuff, or even tonight, depending on when we get done with this, we can take a fucking look at it.
Cool.
Because that game got ended really early, just because the GM had a bunch going on. He's like, I can't run anymore. It's like, okay.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
So abrupt.
And I was like walking from here all the way to the cemetery. That's like if you go down past the Crystal's work.
Yep.
And you turn at the light to the where the direction that y'all would live, where y'all would go, like when we go to the pizza place.
Mhm.
That light right there at the pizza place that goes back. I was walking from here to there, not daily, but at least once a week
Sure.
to go play.
Oh, wow.
Because we didn't have a car at that point in time.
Oh yeah, that sucks. But that's also very good dedication.
Yeah, like I told him, if y'all are gonna play, I'm down. I will make it.
Fair.
So yeah, no, Fate's one of the funner. What is it?
The worst. It's not a word, but worst.
It's a word.
More fun would be the actual thing you were looking for.
I don't know because I don't consider it more fun. It's one of the better games in my opinion.
Anything works besides the made-up word funner. But I mean, I'm gonna let you. The judges are gonna let you have that. They're gonna ring the bell for that one and just let it go because it works. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yes.
Funner, good or best.
Give it a couple of years and it's gonna be in the dictionary just like ain't.
Patented gym method funner. The patented gym D4 method is funner than the other methods.
Yes.
I like how that's really out there with like the Little Caesars commercials for the extra most bestest. Like, are you kidding me? Like that many positives and a fucking grammatical error is their slogan? Sure. Jim's D4 method is the extra most bestest method. It's very funner. Like, okay, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yes, it is.
Oh man.
Gibbering mouth.
Yeah,
Gibbering? Gibbering?
yeah,
Gibbering mouth.
yeah, it's a weird monster.
It's cool. I'm always drawn to it though.
It's because no one ever uses it.
Ever. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. And,
If you can, cool. If you can't, well, then you're missing out. Because all I do is scratch my arm like he showed you that.
yeah. Doom, 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 doom.
How goes side project stuff?
Side project stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it once when you were first kind of like digging through ideas.
Mhm.
And then that was it. I mean, granted, that was only like 4 or 5 days ago, but
Oh yeah. I mean, working on I think it's probably going to start off similar to Young Portal, where it's separate adventures. Just because when I got about halfway through with the first, because it would turn out to be a sandbox,
yeah,
a complete sandbox where it's just, and it would be so hard. It would literally be Curse of Strahd,
sure.
but I honestly think that it might even be a little bit harder just because of all the extra stuff that would have to be in there. So,
I mean, yeah, that I get that because it is super overwhelming when you're like, okay, I have an idea for a world. Fuck all that I put in it now.
Mm.
And then, like me, you get an idea, and then the floodgate open. You're like, well, I can fit everything in here.
yeah.
And then it becomes, why am I getting rid of? I fought way too hard on this shit.
Yeah, I get there every time. I'm like, man, no. I could get rid of that, because that connects to all of these other things.
Yeah, you're like, I had to make this shit work.
let's just fuse the prostitutes and the thieves guild and just make it.
Something that looks like stupid anymore. Because no one's gonna steal you, especially not a prostitute.
Yeah.
They're never gonna rob you. And they're not gonna be connected to robbing you. If they are, someone's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Right. But
Whether Madam's gonna call somebody.
actually, if you're still watching, Jay, what do you think? Like, if you were able to make a module or base a game off of something, if you've ever done it before, even if you haven't, what would be something you would want you to do? Like, throw us a topic out. Because I mean, this, like, not distracting from you, but that whole just little rant we had about like we kind of get lost in the moment and then take the entire universe and shove it into one aspect. It's kind of the same thing that falls in when we're doing fucking BB targets. Where we get an idea of like, cool, that sounds pretty stupid. And then it's like, what about this? I'm like, yeah, what about that? And it's like manageable. Then a little bit over the top. Then it's like, fuck, we can't do this. And then we're like, we can't take anything out. And then it becomes like, it sounds really easy for us because we do it all the time. Like, we make characters like nobody's business for no fucking reason. And we enjoy the process, but it's like, well, what do we shave off? Well, I don't want to. And then it becomes like, well, you can do what you want. No, Dave, you have to fucking agree.
We have to agree.
And it's like, come on, dude, don't make me do this. That's usually my response when I really can't make a decision. I'm like, no, you do the hard shit now. The hard shit. I mean, look what happened with Grove. Grove was like, he seemed all right.
We ended up figuring that out. We just nerfed the way he can use the abilities.
But it really was, by the end of the night, it was like, oh my god, this guy can do everything, all in rapid succession.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you can't do that.
I think we did the math, and it was a minimum of like 210 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
Just if he felt like it.
Yeah. And
Granted, he's only going to be able to do that once.
Yes.
But that's enough to wipe out.
It's a TPK within like the first 30 seconds of beating this person. If the TM still felt like it.
Yes.
You guys there. Dead. And it's like, oh, well, I guess that doesn't work.
No, I have advantage on strength saves. That don't matter.
Gravity. Gravity did that affect your tidal wave. Tsunami. Yeah, right? I mean, even something like Baron that was really made up on the fly, and they're like, you know what, this isn't enough. Second, like extra Baron, just like slap a Baron on top.
Baron on top of Baron, not just Baron,
just a Baron overload. And I was like, hey, here you go. And then we started like fumbling around, like, man, what if he's too hard? What if he's not hard enough? I'm going to beat somebody up if he's not hard enough. This isn't fair.
No, I think you and me both agree with that. The fact that Baron would be an awesome person to play against, which ironically, look what ended on while we were talking about Baron.
We have to keep Baron a little bit hushed for our own reasons, because if you decide to run Baron, that's your own special little secret to have.
Yep. Yeah, Baron is a part of our bingo book, which on
BB.
BB is normally how we just refer to it. But yeah, if you look on our page behind the screen, it's all their wanted posters is up. All you gotta do is choose them, and you can give us an email, shoot us a message on the page or whatever, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, it's explain how it works, other stuff like that. I mean, there's 25 targets. That's the entire chapter. We crank out these teams pretty quickly because, as you can tell from this video, we'll just talk about shit. And usually in this process, we end up like pulling books out. Like, oh, I want to do this. How do you do that? And then we make a bunch of dudes. Mm-hmm. So we're breaking it up into chapters, and the kind of, I guess you want to rant about BB if you hadn't really, or Bingo Book if you hadn't really figured it out yet. Kind of the baby right now of what we're doing. And the real aspect of what we're trying to get out of Bingo Book is to be an interactive quest hub for the behind-the-screen community or any other real role-playing D&D community where they pick a target, they talk to us, either players or DMs. If a player's like, man, I want to take him down, they shoot us a message. They pick a target. We go, okay, cool. Get your DM in touch with us or shoot us an email. We'll send you a stop block and a little kind of like
little snippet of how suggested to be.
Yeah, like special features about the way that character runs. And then they're either wanted alive or they're wanted dead. You throw them into your party, they either defeat them, capture them, or they fail. And you come back and tell us the results. And if you guys manage to kill a target or capture a target, we mark them off as one of the notches in your bingo book. Mm-hmm. And you just continue. Now that person's out of rotation.
Now you will get a little public kind of announcement type thing of, hey,
yeah,
this group, we can list your names. If you want to go buy something,
a title or whatever.
Yeah, the Bumblefucks or something, just because. And they took down, for some reason, Baron. Yeah, that would be a big deal to us.
Hell yeah, it would.
But, if you take somebody like Rosca down.
Sure.
Nightshade, you take down
Taken down by the bubble blowing babyfish.
the bubble blowing babyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you do manage to take somebody down or capture them, you will get some kind of public acknowledgement. It's really just for bragging rights.
Sure. I mean, we could make something up and like, hey, here's a special reward.
Yeah, you can get something like this.
Yeah. And I mean, we've talked about like, hey, we'll give you like in-game items, or we'll make an item for you, or something along those lines. As per Jim is making a physical item, hell, if we're able to craft something in the real world and we can send it to you, sure, whatever, we're down for that. Or if you guys just feel like, hey, I have an idea for a target, or we want to be the target, our group, the bubble blowing babyfish wants to be a target in the group in the bingo book now. By all means, we'll load you in there. Like, because that's the big thing is like we made behind the screen as a way for us to have a community where other people can just join in and talk and get involved. And Bingo Book kind of sprung out as this way for us to get people involved without going, hey, join an online game, or I only play this version of this thing, or we don't want to have you here, or times don't match up. Whereas you can just talk to us or talk to somebody, grab a target, and you're good to go. Just keep on moving, and you do your thing. I mean, it's the same with like doing dungeon crawl or a new challenger where we roll characters. Like, you can take these characters, you can play them, you can tell us how they do. That's the big thing. They're free. Yeah, we just want people to tell us if what we're doing actually works or if it's absolute shit. Because if it's shit, we want to fix it. If it works, dope, we're in. That's really it.
Yeah, because if you don't tell us, we're going to keep putting out either overpowered or underpowered, or just boring.
Or chop sandwiches.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that came to mind.
I don't know, but it works.
It fits in the weird description of things I can say that just to fill in that gap of awkward.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta have one every few minutes. Like aggressively fingering your belly button for some reason. That happens. That's my go-to. Swirl around, boys.
Since I did show the little wand off, since I'm not sure if everybody can really see that.
Yeah. Jim made that with a chopstick, toothpicks, and a ring and some wire.
That's no wire. That's a hot glue.
That's
hot glue.
That's all hot glue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck you. Stupid over here.
And some skull rings and some clay.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I was bored. But I do want to show off what my wife worked on.
While he leaves, I'll sit here awkwardly and stare at you all.
You better put 110% in that stare now. I'm also gonna grab out into pitch black.
Careful, there's copyrights there.
I mean, it's something else. I mean, it's something.
I just want to go, oh my goodness, a can of cola.
A can of cola. Some pop. Alright. So I don't know if y'all could probably. It's meant to be hard to read. It's probably even harder to read on there. But it's just Demon Tone. I was talking to my wife about she got this idea to do these books. They're just cool little notebooks.
That took hours and days to make.
It took her a couple hours to make it.
But yeah, kind of fucking play it up, and you're here just shooting up. Like, yeah, this is anything a baby can make.
No. It's better than anything I can do.
For me, like, shut up. You made stuff. The last time we had craft night, I did nothing. I made a hand
I
bone.
was about to say, you made a hand bone.
It was a damn good hand bone.
It looked just like a hand bone.
It did.
It fit right there on
That took me like a solid 4 hours because I couldn't do anything else. It just so happened to carve out that way. And I was like, well, I'm done with crafts.
But something I do want to ask people is because something that we've gone back and forth and kind of tried to talk about is we want to get people involved, like you mentioned earlier. And one of the things that I've noticed that gets people really involved are contests.
Yeah.
Now, we're poor.
Pretty much.
We're not, there's none of this. Here's an Xbox 360 1v6, whatever.
Yeah, we're not sponsored. We don't have the money to try to get sponsored. We can't give you exclusive things, but god damn it, we'll try to make macaroni art for you.
Yeah, but like something like this, would you be interested in this? It would be completely free. We'd mail it to you, whatever, and it would just be like for the winners, for a little contest. Nothing that you have to pay money for. Nothing that's
Just a little activity.
Yeah.
That's it. Be a little active on the page. Give us your input. Just be social. Really.
just 2 blank pages, and you write stuff in. You can draw in it, whatever. We can custom make them. You can do whatever. My wife likes making them.
You want a barbarian one? Sure.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to make one. There are obviously no models or templates for it. So what you're going to get is going to be old original.
Yes, you're gonna have a one of a kind thing.
Unless you strip it down to what's underneath, and then it's probably very.
Don't do that. If you make a video of doing this, like, hey, beautiful thing we just made,
It's just a notebook. Like, that's fucked up. That like hurt my soul, but just like thinking it out of my brain, like, look at this thing we just took like 3-4 hours to make. It's just a notebook from Walgreens. You too can own this book for free that we paid money to make. Or you can just go to Walgreens and buy a book. Or we'll put that shit on Etsy for like $300 a notebook. Like all the other weird hipsters who sell shit at a ridiculous high price.
Right, yes.
I sneezed into a bag. It's $60. A little bit of your breath, like the essence of Jim
Yes.
If you ever want to hear that laugh, we're gonna laugh into a bag, ziplock it shut, and then just tell you that, like, if you take it, if you open it at just the right time, you'll hear that giggle come out. But if it's windy, we can't guarantee you'll hear it. It's just gonna get caught away in the breeze. $50.
I don't know why. I'm so glad that this is just talking shop
Sure.
and it's just random stuff. But I've been watching a lot of Ghost Adventures lately.
I don't know that.
It's just another Ghost Hunter movie show thing.
Yeah, I was literally thinking like the Ghost show is like the TAPS agency where it's like he goes
Yeah.
to places or Ghost Hunters.
Ghost Hunters is another version of them.
Is it called Hunting Ghosts?
No, it's called Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
Mhm.
I'm with it.
I kind of do enjoy watching them. It's normally a 3-man crew, and they just go in.
Sure.
And they have some pretty interesting encounters, whether real, fake, whatever.
It's just interesting.
It's good entertainment. Because I ended up watching River Monsters. I finished all the seasons of that. I love River Monsters. I haven't done it in a while. But it started. They had this episode, and it was centered around a Ouija board.
Okay.
And every time I see something like that, it makes me want to play with the Ouija board.
Okay. I mean, if you want to play with the Ouija,
I'm not allowed to. Tori, I'm not allowed to play. I'm not allowed to play with a Ouija board. I'm not allowed to touch a Ouija board. I'm not allowed to be in the same room as somebody playing with a Ouija board.
can we get a board and put an L on it and just call it a little Ouija board?
The Ouija board.
I mean, I can push something around for you to make it seem like you're talking to ghosts and just move it. Like, no, it's just you doing this, man. I'm not doing this at all. Who's in the house? I don't know. Who let the dogs out? W. Oh, P. What's that mean? Like, we can do that. It's saying push it. Push it real good. I am, Jake. What do you want? Like, yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna build a game around that now. I'm doing a campaign around you fucking schmucks playing with the Ouija board. And just see what happens.
But that leads into what is it called? Call of Cthulhu.
Sure. Fun.
That's one game that I really want to play. And they're out there. There's people out there that play all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't seem to ever find them.
It's a pain. But I mean, you get the source material. I've got it. You got it. I've got it. I'll read through it. I like Lovecraft. I'm pretty well versed in bits of the old gods, so I can get it going. That's not hard. Yeah, Cthulhu would be pretty fun.
Yeah, and yeah, I've got several.
I mean, that also falls into the board game that you were digging on, Mansion of Madness.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have that at Naples. I've seen that played many a time. And I saw it the other day, and I was like, this is the game that Jim was talking about playing. And Chris was like, oh, yeah. I was like, it's expensive, and there's a lot of things going on. But how much is it? $100 for the base.
So that's gonna be on my hey mom.
Yeah, I mean it's expensive, and there's a bunch of expansions to it. It's a big fucking game. The box is like that.
Oh god.
Like take risk how long it was and width would make it tall. It's like that tall.
Right on.
It's a heavy fucking game.
That's cool.
It's got all those minis in it that can be painted. They're all painted like how me and Crystal started doing minis.
Mhm.
And we watched Geek and Sundry's Painters go. The first episode they did, they painted one of the minis from Mansions of Madness.
Right.
And that's what kind of like kicked it off for me as far as going to paint minis was. And then, like I said, we went and bought like supplies we needed to start doing it. I pointed it. I was like, that's the game that Jim wanted to play. It's also the game that they used one of those minis from. And we looked at it, and she's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, but it's expensive. How much? She was like, oh, look at the back. And it's $100. And then there's like expansion pack. And they're like 50, 60, 75. I'm just like, yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot
of money. But it looks fucking fun.
Mm.
That's the game that requires like a 10-hour game day.
Right.
Just like without learning the rules. Like already knowing the rules in advance, just sitting down, playing, and having like 5-6 hours. Just go at it.
It's fucking Monopoly.
I haven't played it, so I have to assume it's not as friendship breaking.
No, it is from what I've seen. Backstab after backstab.
It's like you fuckers might play risk with you or what? Anything that involves where you guys can team up on it because apparently I
Yeah, if it's every man for himself,
everyone teams up.
everybody's got to team up on Dave because he'll wipe the floor with us. It's like
People trust me, and I don't know why. And I mean, I clearly tell them Monopoly and risk whatever. I don't make good deals, and I don't make it fair. I'm like, okay, I'm with you. I'm like, sure.
so you're gonna team up with me, right? And you will attack me if I don't take all my people out of here.
No, I will. Okay, we're on. Friends. We're fist. And then it goes exactly how I thought it was going to go. And then they all turn on me because we had a friendship and they didn't like the way it panned out. I'm just that scummy guy.
Yeah, no, I have like the whole starter setup thing for. I have it for. I don't have Pathfinder, which is kind of ironic. I have a Pokemon one. I have 7th Sea, which looks pretty interesting. I haven't fully read it though.
I'll give you the info for my alpha so you can watch it.
Okay.
Because that thing you linked up, I've watched it already.
Right.
And I've had it and I've seen it, so you can watch it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks pretty awesome.
Jim likes his pirates.
I like
peg legs. You have a peg finger. Running gag on this fucking page. It's just we always berate you for the physical deformity that you have. Because you can't be the perfect specimen that is unhealthy me. we always go back to that fucked up finger. It's like, don't have a topic, put the finger. Like, gotta get hook, right? Put you in the boombox. The boombox. No.
Oh man, I'm quoting Pan now.
Yeah, right. Hook, not Pan.
Oh, I'm
Let's get
sorry.
shit right.
Yeah, Hook.
Pan was a terrible
Pan, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
We digress, though.
But yeah, no, I got the Call of Cthulhu. I got a Song of Fire and Ice. That's the Game of Thrones. And I think I've got some other little things that just looked interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what you got? Dresden, Pokemon, Cthulhu, Ice and Fire, 7th Sea. Shit, there's so many fucking games.
Oh yeah, there's a ton out there. Those are just some that I happen to get one day. And
there was a point where I think when you first joined AdCat, where people were just giving you PDFs of shit.
oh yeah, I've got Star Wars. That's right. I've got the 3 different Star Wars ones.
I fucking forgot about that, quite honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's because AppTab's a really cool place that's real into playing games. If you want to play a game, here's something to get you started. And if you want to play one of my games, come play. Yeah. And so that's kind of where that came from. Just the fact that people being like, "Hey, I'm running this kind of game. Oh man, I would love to play that, but I don't have $60 to go drop on a bug that I may not even like." And they're like, "Well, here's like this little starter thing for it. If you like it, we'll sit down and make a character, and then we'll go from
You
there."
get a little bit of source material, you make something, and you go. And you're right. AppTab is a really good source for that kind of thing because usually there's always somebody looking for something for an interest post.
Mhm.
Oh God, all over the place.
It has slowed down though.
It has.
It used to. It was like as you scroll down the page, it was just interest. Now it's more like rant, rant, photo,
Well, yeah.
interest, rant.
I mean, with anything in like a social setting community, there's these moments of like super activity followed by super toxicity followed by super activity, and we're just getting into that point where people are getting into the super toxicity moment of complaining about X, Y, or Z, or 1, 2, or 3, or just kind of lulling down.
Mm.
Eventually, like you amass all these people, and then a bunch of these people leave or get banned, or life just happens. So that's kind of where they're going to now.
Mm.
And you're seeing less of the people do their shit and more people kind of just floating around. A big thing that's happened is a lot of these live video responses to, like, here's my thought process on something. Usually a topic that floats up randomly, and then 600 people make a video response.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. Do it. That's what you want to talk about. Go for it.
Purple worm.
Yeah. Actually, one of the big things that me and you talked about before that really fucking got my goat when everybody was like jumping down the throats and it was like comedy aspects at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And people just kind of joking around.
Yeah.
Why can't we have fun? I want to fuck around and be silly. That's my witness. I'm doing it.
Y'all would have hated Curse of Strahd for us. Watching us play Curse of Strahd would have been hell for you.
There was a lot of fucking chuckle fuckery as they coined that fucking term. There was a lot of it. There was like a solid 2 hours in one session one night where it was just I make wolf on a light. I then pull off wolf dick from those lights. I tell people to take wolf dick as a cure-all. I killed somebody. I want to take its dick. Sure thing. And this just went on to the point where one of my players was like, listen, new game. It started. You mentioned anything about dicks or animals that involve dicks. I'm going to kill your character, and then I'm going home. That was almost verbatim. That's only not verbatim because I can't remember the exact thing that was said. But there was a legitimate threat there.
Yeah.
And we were like, what are we going to do? I can't say no.
I even asked Dave like later on, either that night or the next day or something. I was like, hey, was that like was it just me or was that like super aggressive? And he's like, no, that's just how he is. But no, he was serious.
He was serious, but that's just how it is. Yeah, that's just mine.
And I was just, oh my God, okay. So it was.
There's a lot of fucking hijinks to be
There was.
And I feel like you gotta have a level of stupid when you're sitting with your own table gang. You have to have a level of stupid just because everything can't be theatrical serious and like this is what we are. Shit gets in the way. Somebody farts, burps, sneezes, whatever. Somebody says something stupid. Everyone's gonna laugh. It's a chuckle.
The character comes out to be gay.
That was its own fucking miraculous thing that fucking threw me for a loop, man. When you pulled me aside and told me that, I was just like, all right, this is the road we're going. And it went from like straight shooter, like I love the ladies, to straight shooter, I'm not so fond of the ladies, to might be gay, to just full blown fabulous. I'm so fabulous that I fucking hate everybody that's not this person. That person's dead. Nothing matters anymore. Like you really went full circle. But you really did. You made like this massive like cross country journey in terms of character development, and it was just like writing a fucking that cup full of rum by itself. That was weird and spooky. It's distraught. Shit's getting weird now, guys. But
What cup was it?
some plastic thing on the counter was just like, whip, and just like rolled off. And it wasn't like it was teeter-totter. He's like, no, gone. He dipped out. He didn't like what was going on.
Obviously.
But yeah, you made that big journey. And it was like freight train, full blast, nonstop.
And like from the moment that I told you, it didn't come out like right away.
Yeah, you didn't declare this shit, and you made it very
It
clear.
was very obvious that my character was gay.
But nobody picked it up.
And nobody, they just thought that it was like, we thought that was just a weird thing he said. No.
Well, like what was it? Where you were in the dark and they were like trying to put penis in your mouth?
Yeah.
And you're like, I guess I'm sucking some dick. I was like, no, don't do it. You're like, nah, I got this. And like, the man was trying to stop you. Like,
He was. Crystal was egging it on. And like,
what is it about that dick? Don't worry. I was like, no, don't suck that dick. She's like, do it. And Lance's like, this is happening. You're like, no one's going to stop me. Whatever, here it goes. Wow. And then it just got a little too real. Everyone was like, nope, we're taking a step back. And I don't think it even caught on them that you were playing as a gay character.
No, they didn't come out, and
They just thought you were fucked up.
I think it was when my character kissed Lance's character, and then it actually came out.
Maybe it was close to that point.
It was right around there because there was a lot of things dropped, a lot. Like, yeah, we were pretty much beating them over the head with hints, and they're just like, okay,
That happened. That's a funny joke. You're pretend gay.
yeah, I'm sitting up pretend. Yes, remove the first word though.
Yeah, I'm totally gay. You're funny.
I'm in that closet with no door or walls.
Just a big flashy bulb that says I'm gay.
Yeah, gay.
Like, there could have been something more obvious other than like, hey, listen, at the beginning of my sessions, they're like, listen, my dude's gay.
Right.
And then they were like, yeah, you're funny, Jim.
And we were joking about this. I literally did play a gay character.
Yeah.
And he was a fabulous elf.
He really was.
That's how we roll.
It's what Jim wanted in the long run. It didn't start out that way.
No, he was a very by the book elf. He ended up having to sell his ring to help with his family ring. It was like his signet ring to help buy something for a party member who was the one that he was in love with. But it wasn't like it was in the long run. It was trying to progress their goals.
Yeah, you literally sold off that piece so that he could have a fancy dagger.
Yes.
Don't sugarcoat that.
It
shit.
was though.
You're like, because y'all couldn't haggle it out. So you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this, and then the mayor took it off and just like nail polish and long sleeves. He was like Sailor Moon transformation, dude. When everyone had to tunnel vision, I'm like, you just like spit it in and like it's low and fucking sailor skirt take it out. Yeah. This, like, just like let it go full blown. Like, this is you right now. No one's holding you back. But everyone's like, that's a sweet dagger you got. You're gonna stab somebody with. You're like, I'll stab somebody with a dagger. Everyone's like, you're funny, man. Like, you literally could rest the day and just walked around in a Sailor Scout uniform, and nobody would have batted an eye.
If it hadn't been Strahd, I think I probably would have. They would have been
Even Strahd would have called you out first before the party. Like, listen, dude, you're pretty, but it's not for me. Like, what if that was the case though too? You're like, you know what? I like you. He's like, I like you too. Get paid over. Bye guys. You stay. Everyone else leave.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be like that. What you want me to do?
That's so weird. It's good though. It's quality.
I like to cover all my bases whenever I play in general. Standard. I'm a guy. I play guys.
Sure.
Just because it's easiest to identify with your own sex.
Yeah, it's super confusing. But like a dude playing a girl, and everyone's got to refer to you as she or she to him.
Mm.
It's a nightmare. It was hard enough for me to roll up female characters because when we do our new challenger, it's all dice chosen. We roll the dice, it happens. And for like the first 4 or 5 characters that I did, even some of the ones that weren't recorded, it was always a girl character. And as we were like fleshing these out, we kept referring to it as him or he or whatever, and then it'd get like we'd get into it, and then like 10 minutes later, like, why does this sound so confusing? I'm like, oh yeah, it's a girl. Even when we were recording, it was like, yeah, you got Anita. Yeah, he's pretty dope. Wait, no, that's a girl. Yeah, Anita's got a husband and kids. Yeah, dude, he really loves his wife. No, wait, it's a she. She's got a husband.
Yeah.
It was just so fucking. It's too difficult for my fucking tiny brain.
It's really hard to do, especially like with the new Challenger, where we're spending a couple of hours on this one character, but we're not spending hours developing a character.
It's not as in depth as if you were just doing it for yourself, because then you're thinking of like your backstory and every other fucking aspect under the sun, and you're really taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the level of difficulty just ramps the fuck up as far as like trying to keep things together. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't do it. Like I can't play something that's not a dude. In terms of that, not because I'm like, it's a girl. I would totally do it in a heartbeat and do it with NPCs as a dungeon master. But playing as one, too many things to get mixed up, and I'm gonna be constantly out of character. But I mean, in terms of like a DM, hell, we took a dude on a date.
Yes, we did.
Very awkward and like very forced date. To which this ugly ass heifer of a half was like, listen, you're nice and all. It's not me, it's you. I'm out.
You're not enough man for me.
It was the look on Mike's face, and then like it actually was revealed that she was a girl, and then she thought he was just sex in tight pants. And like I reached over and like caressed his arm. He was like, shit. He was legitimately mad at you. Like there wasn't like in-game rage. This was like out of game. Like, dude, I was at your house.
He told me to shut up. You didn't tell my character to shut up.
If we were at his house, he would have kicked you the fuck out. He was so mad at you. I'm like, listen, you can walk on home because this shit's done. You've ruined my night. It was so funny.
It was. He was genuinely mad.
Well, because he also took it at first like, oh fuck, I'm getting into a fight. I'm gonna do that big meaty bear paw dog. I was like, shit. I was like, you're pretty. Just the realization came. Like, he literally like laid down a grenade for the team on that one, and you're just like tagging him the fuck on. I'm so mad.
It's okay. You're gonna dig it. I'll dig it for you.
Your arms look tired, dude. You're gonna be busy. I got this. What flowers you like? I'm gonna go pick those out too while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally buried him under his neck in sand with no way to move. I'm just like, I'm doing this now. And then the fact that I turned it, I was like, no, she just is not that into you anymore. Like, you lost that chance. Because he was dead set, like, I'm gonna have to hump this lady. It's gonna be brutal. And I'm sitting over here in this chair. And I'm like, how do I do a really awkward sex scene? For this scenario of Age of Black, the burgers just whack. Like, no, I was literally like thinking like, okay, do we do like awkward hand moments? Is there like whispers going on? Like, I was fleshing this shit out. Like, I was jumping deep into character to try and make this as awkward as fuck for him, but as funny as fuck for the table. I was ready to like commit myself to some really stupid shit. And then like it started to roll out. I was like, nope, I got it now. I can just make this feel bad. And he was like, he didn't see the monster attack and he couldn't hit it. And I was like, no, she's gonna kill it. Listen, it's been fun. You want to try some of my hooch I made? No, don't drink. All right, you're done. See you later. Have fun in the swamp. I'm going home.
Yeah, you don't find your way back, all right?
Yeah, you know what you're doing, right? You're good. That's funny.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
That whole night was just you fucking haphazardly like based day out. In terms of D&D and just walking into situation after situation, like, shake hands, we're friends. And it's like, please stop. I'm like, this is cool. Literally, like, baby's day out, like, baby's day vacation, like, in New York City. Like, I'm going to walk off this building now. Please don't do that. I'm doing it. And, like, no one can stop you. Yeah. Are you guys criminals? Well, some of them might be.
So that's a reasonable response from Serge.
Yeah, some of them might be.
We're not. He might be.
Right? You guys make friends with a potion maker. Not really. I was hoping you would because
I tried.
he said you were smart and something like I was like, this dude's gotta die. Come on. Because he complimented one of you for not being aggressive as fuck. I mean, that's what happened.
That's pretty much what happened. And the only reason they really wanted me to go talk to him
Was to make you smarter.
so that he would make me smarter.
But there was nothing to make smart. There was nothing to make smarter. It wasn't like you're running at like a 6 for intelligence. Like you could form coherent thought and voice those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You're just very nice. And apparently being nice is equivalent to being fucking downsy. I'm very
Serge is very
make my eyes rain like you've gone full retard like Tropic Thunder style. Apparently that's what being nice gets you in our group.
Yeah, because Serge is nice. He sees the good in everyone.
Yeah.
But he's also extremely naive as far as he takes things literally.
Well, he wants to be a dad.
Yeah, he is a dad.
He's just a big dad. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, he's a big baby dad. That's what he is.
Everyone's smaller than him.
He's a Goliath.
Everyone's more fragile than him.
Yes.
He already has a kid at home and a wife. So now everyone else is just part of the fold for him. It's like, yeah, I got you. Like, don't worry, Danny's got you. It's okay. So you're just very nice to everybody. And everyone's like, dude, you're such a fucking retard. It's like, no, that's mean.
You're so mean.
Like, that hurts.
So more like, oh, you mean.
Fucking, no, friend, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's not nice. And they just keep laying into you. I can't figure out why. Like, do they just want you to
think
be a bloodthirsty monster?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's the combination of the accent and then the fact that he calls everybody comrade, friend, and
Sure.
and we're here to help.
Yeah, I guess I get that. But God damn, is our group that closed-minded that a silly accent and like a little fucking manners just really sets everyone off?
I mean, I guess for Crystal it might be a little bit more understandable because she's only seen aggressive characters.
Yeah, but you two also have this little thing going. Like, you guys have kind of played it out to where you have this bond, so it's more so like tiny ball of aggression. Yeah. Big calm blue ocean. Is what this is. You're literally the extinguisher to quench the fire that is her. That's where they're like, no. He wants to be sneaky. And you're like, sneaking's bad. No, don't do that. Just ask for things.
Yeah.
No. Look, you see that hooded figure? You see him? Yeah, you're super sketchy. Hello! Right? Like, do we talk to him? Do we not talk to him? I want to go. Do we go? But I swear to God, they're sketchy. And it's like, dude, they're walking away. Hey, sketchy figures. Hey, you guys. Right? They're very sloth about that shit. Like, wait for me. Like, the fact that you called out as like, hey, creepy hooded figures.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what? And I mean, that was your first encounter with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not fucking pleased.
And Serge did not pick up on that at all.
No, he's just, everyone was just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we made a boo-boo. Because of one thing Ryan does, because I want to go to that house. I want to sneak in. Crossbow bolts. Oops. I'm going to try to get closer. Never mind. He's like, I'm going to fight. I'm going to take him down. I was like, are you for real right now? Are you sure you don't want to back up? Because I will kill you. Like, I was ready. I'm like, okay, I got 1 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice, 4 dice. I was like, how many people do I want on this wall right now? I'm going to take them all out. Like, dude, you're by yourself. You're level 2. How much nut do you think you truly
I
have?
think the greatest thing was when he first entered the town, and the captain of the guard comes up,
Yeah.
and big lizard folk man, intimidating enough, and his first reaction is, "I'm gonna write you a spell." And, whoa!
You just got here, dude.
And then it's even better because that same night, I don't even know if it was that same session that my character gets into a fighting ring, and it's like,
Next rule about Fight Club is you go join Fight Club.
go join a fight club. Because I'm a big teddy bear, but I like to fight.
He wants a tussle.
Yeah.
I gave him that.
And it worked out pretty fun. It was a pretty cool little experience until the reigning champion got in.
That was kind of it. It was like, I'm gonna give you the first one for free. The second one's gonna be a little bit tougher, and I'm not gonna give you a chance to rest. And I was like, let's bring on the third guy. And then it's like, oh man, that was really tough. I'm almost dead. And it's like, well, now here's the champion. And you're like, fuck,
Half pill giant.
and you're like, well, I like this character for like a day. I'm pretty much done.
And all of that to say that the same captain of the guard that one of the other players is like, I'm gonna write you a spell against. All of a sudden, just like level 2, just releases like a Jessica 10 show, just whack, and this beam of like fucking energy just arcs across the ground.
It wasn't energy.
I don't care what it was. It was just fucking compressed air, whatever. Whatever it was, from like 60, 30, whatever feet away.
It was up close.
Was up close.
His Bray's sword is basically like this really rough stone. And he just ran up like full sprint and just swung down as he went by and just lopped off the hands. So this was just a straight, like he was just like from up in the stands, like, nah, it's dead, friend. And just started booking it. And before anyone could notice what was going on, he was just like clip, and then that same moment just kept going. So he runs by, hands fall off, and it's just this cloud, and like it looked like a streak for you guys.
Okay, so see, that's what we saw.
You guys saw a streak and a blur, and then hands off, and Gray over there. What really happened was he ran from point A to point B, and in the process chopped off the hands of point C and just kept going. And just was like, oof. Well, those are gone. And you're just like, wow, that was a lot. And like that's why I was like, it wasn't a beam or wind. This dude just like ran up and just very nonchalant. I was like, no, you can't have those.
Yeah.
Didn't kill the dude. Didn't do nothing. Just like, you can't have those.
The rest of my party did that.
Yeah, the rest. Let's kill the dude with no hands. Right. Clearly was handled.
No pun intended.
I didn't even pick up on that shit. Dude, that's been happening a lot to me lately. Like, I make a pun and I don't see it, and someone's like, no pun intended. But I'm just like, what are you talking about? I didn't say it. Oh, I did.
I noticed my own joke. But yeah, so this is the captain of the guard that one of the players wanted to pick a fight with, level 2.
Yeah.
As soon as he met him.
Level 2, cloth wearing, no armor having. I'm gonna do this shit. Every place he's been to, he's like, I wrote a spell, and I'm gonna use it. I'm like, for real right now? Can you not go to a place and not get ready to kill something? Every time.
Goes into the prostitute tavern.
And he goes into the bar and goes into the outside.
Just goes straight behind the bar, and Serge is like, so don't do that, friend.
Yeah, he goes into this. You guys get to this place.
Nope.
And you watch someone fly out of the door, clearly ass kicked, gets up and runs. Mind you, he takes this sack of money and then goes, you know what, I'm going to go in. No one's here. I'm going to help myself to some top shelf liquor. And then gets mouthy when he gets caught.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight you because I robbed you. Like,
I guess I'm caught. Gotta kill you.
no witnesses. And then try to hand her funny money. Like, here you go, bitch. Throwing out slurs at her. Like, she's clearly mad right now.
He's very upset.
But at the same time, that's like the charm I have with Ryan because I know that I can get stupid reactions out of him and just have these silly moments. Like if you're watching this, Ryan, I do love the way you play your character because I know that I can do something and you're gonna do something very dumb very quickly, and I get to have a lot of fun because then it's like this happens and this happens, and everyone's like, "Why did they even back me up?" Like, what? But then they get mad at you. I know, they don't get mad at him. Like, man, that was pretty dumb.
But they're gonna get really mad is because Surge, he's told Ryan's character, if you do anything in this town, I'm going to kill you.
Sure. He has said that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because the captain of the guard, because he wasn't gonna let him into town,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept asking, "Do y'all?"
That's right, Surge fucking
Are y'all?
out for him.
Yeah, and he said, "I'll put my name on him," and then he immediately turned around to Ryan's character and goes, "You messed up. He won't get a chance to kill you."
Fair. I think Ryan's testing the waters too.
As far as in-game or out-of-game,
A little bit of both.
right?
Because his limit to like actual D&D is very small.
Mhm.
With GURPS, again, like you heard how like Mike talked about all the time, where his GM was just very like, "You're dead now.
Right.
You do something, oh, you're dead. You didn't do something, oh, you're dead." So it's that very like clear cut and dry. So Ryan's like testing the waters in very MMORPG, where if it's red, it's dead.
Okay.
If it's an enemy or has a red name tag,
Okay.
there's no talking to them. You just pop, 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 pop. Oh, it's dead. I win. That lose. Move on to the next thing.
Mm.
That's just what it is. So the interaction, because he doesn't know what I'm going to do, and I don't know what he's going to do, but I can get a general idea. So like, until he really gets his feet in there and starts to understand what's going on, it's a little different. Mind you, also the first encounter he had with you guys was you guys not trying to kill him, but trying to kill him,
inadvertently killing him with arrows
and spears and just shit. So he took it as like, okay, this is how this game's gonna be. I dig it. But as it gets going, it's getting. You guys are getting to the point where there's a lot more shit that's gonna happen, a lot more frequently. Like Mike's getting into a couple of things. Brian's getting into a couple of things.
I wonder how badly it pissed everybody off. Like, beginning of the game, beginning of that last session, let's go find Surge. Oh, comrades, we go camping.
Yeah.
What do you mean we're going camping?
We're going camping? Yeah, we're going camping.
We're camping.
We have jobs to do.
Yeah,
And then nobody can decide on what they wanted to do except for like, no, we're going camping.
we're going camping.
Let's go to the mansion first. And you're like, I said let's go to the mansion first before we go to the whorehouse. Go to the whorehouse.
Yeah. I want to go talk to the mayor. And then I want to go to the whorehouse to find the hooker that poisoned me.
Because you got weird and handsy.
No, she got it.
Yeah, but you gave that like creepy like I'm gonna dress you up, baby, talk to you in terms of like who's my little baby, and then get real creepy, and then like body found in a well somewhere. Like, because that's how I took it. You're like, oh, I help you. I just want information. And we'll lay down together if you want. You're small. Just like, no. Riddler. It was really good though. It was so fun.
I was having to try and really rag my brain because I was like, Surge would not understand she's a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
So how do
And you beat her on the bush too. You're like, I just want information. Yeah. What do I have to pay you for information? Why does lying down have to provide her information? And it's like, dude. Suddenly you became someone who had very little interest and just started up becoming very weird. She's like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, I'm going to use this really expensive knockout potion that I only have one of. I'll probably never get my hands on again.
I'm using it on you though?
Yeah, I'm not going far. I'm going like 50 feet behind the gate because there might be a chance you follow. I mean, she didn't rob you.
This is true. I really thought she was.
No, she just left you.
I fully expected to be like wake up and like missing like pretty much everything but the sword.
She left you where there was no reason to take anything from you. She was like, I'm out. The last I see of this person, the better.
Just wait until Serge catches a glimpse of her. Hey,
You were the one who grabbed my junk. Like,
I didn't see anything.
right? Like, that's how you refer to this person. I'm like, well, can we find the person who got real handsy with him? Like, what? I don't know how to respond to that. Like, you didn't happen to catch a name. Yeah. So you refer to her as a girl who's really short and handsy. And then everyone's like, we need to find someone who's handsy. And then fucking whorehouse. That is pretty much everybody. That's like... I'm looking for the guy at the ocean who likes to paint watercolors. Like... There's one particular grain of sand that I need and you're on the beach. Like, this is... How are you going to pick that out? Any more descriptors, anything at all to go on.
She's a half elf.
Yeah, she's a half elf. She was small and she grabbed your dick.
Yes.
Like, those are the information. And then she drugged you. That's the information that Serge had to go on. And they fucking took to that shit like it was carved in stone. And that was the line of question. We need someone who's half elf, small, grabbing wieners, possibly using drugs. Well,
If it narrows it down anymore, she's female.
I mean, that could have fucking narrowed it down to a fucking guard. She was handsy in her own right.
She fits most of those criteria.
Serge might have got that shit mixed up. It was dark.
They were shorter than him. He just assumed. Yeah. We have some shenanigans in our game.
Yeah, if you're ever trying to avoid chocolate fuckery, never watch us.
Yeah. But if you enjoy it and you ever for some reason want to
Play a fucking warband.
Yeah,
watch him critically fucking fail on a stealth that ruined everything.
oh man, that one just like
That was good. It could have been better.
it was pretty great. But for my first time playing a cleric,
Not fun.
yeah, I was like, by the end of it, I was almost to the end of it. I was not having fun anymore. So I was like, I'm going to stop trying to conserve my spell slots, and I'm about to unleash.
And you started wrecking shop.
Yes, I did.
Like, once you stopped caring, you started wrecking shop.
Yes. It was also, it took that for me to realize I have a bunch of these lasting effects spells that don't require concentration.
Mm-hmm.
So once I cast them, I've got them for either a minute or an hour.
Is that your dad? Which one is the dad?
Is that your dad? I wonder when you posted that. We didn't even see that.
We've been talking, doing other shit. As far as dads go, I am older. I'm not as dad.
Let me ask you this. How old do you think I am? 7.
Kevin, this many. That many. One of these.
I was really hoping Edie was right here. And Edie is my dog. And I was going to like pop her up and be like, oh, this is our dad.
This is our dad. It's a very my two dad situation. You're the mess and the compulsive neat freak, but it doesn't really say much. You're the stay-at-home mom and I'm the breadwinner.
Is that your dad?
I like that. Thank you. That could have been the world's best jab at us just because we look like a couple of fucking weirdos. But I'm super thick-skinned, and it's not reaching very
It
deep.
doesn't really matter.
He's got a bit of a mop top, so I can see that happening. It's just very like soccer momish. Like you can see like that little Dutch boy flare out.
I was completely ruined the Super Saiyan moment.
I did.
I was it didn't work at all.
It didn't
It's
work.
like it's actually humid in here.
It is, and that's probably because of the vaping and the heat. But at the same time, that's very what's it called? You did that and just looked like you were just slaved over the stove like Thanksgiving, and the entire family didn't fucking notice one bit. That's like how I feel when I'm sitting behind a DM screen and I'm like, I have this whole thing planned out. Let's talk to Murph for 6 hours. And I'm like, well, this goes back. I close the book at that point. I was like, nope, we're done. This is what's happening. That's what that was. I'm also watching you in the back and it looks like you're stroking out.
We've got like the live feed going, and then we actually have the window that shows where we're recording, and it's they're kind of lined up next to each other, but you can't see Dave in the live feed. But you can see me, and whenever I laugh, it's just
yeah. He does very much seizure out pretty hard, and one of these times I'm holding because you get really close to the wall too. You're like, and then you just slowly come back like you're on a very good tether. So I like how you're holding on to keep yourself level because I know you want to like arch back.
I ironic story about that is obviously when I laugh very energetically.
Fuck yeah, you're a belly laugher all the way.
I really am. Well, I actually have a scar on my eyebrow because in school, in the locker room, one of the buddies made me laugh. And I bent down laughing, and as I did, I went down full force as another guy opened his locker. And bam! Knocked myself out.
Critical fail.
Yeah. I woke up in a pool of my own blood with my classmates like gathered around me. Like, are you okay? And like I realized that I'm bleeding from my head, and like, okay, so I take my shirt off and I walk out and I go to my gym t-shirt. I think I need to go to the nurse.
What does this have to do with tabletop RPGs or D&D in general? This is a real life situation on what happens when you critically fail an acrobatics check. With the perception roll tied in, and you're just not seeing nothing.
You critically fail on both of those.
I think this is funny. It's Tasha's hideous laughter meets acrobatics check. Yeah, that's what you have. You have persistent Tasha's hideous laughter. It's what it is. That's
a great way to really use Tasha's.
Yeah, you constantly fail your wisdom saves.
I do. Yeah. I actually, it's probably one of these rings. I have a cursed item on right now.
Sure.
And it's just constant Tasha's.
That's pretty dope, actually. That's something to store away in the old memory bank for a little bit because that's going to happen. You brought this on the entire table. Who gets it? I don't know. But I can tell you right now, if it happens to Crystal, she's going to get real mad at me. But when I point at you and then reference this, I officially want everyone to know on the record that I am now in the clear that my wife cannot be mad at me because you thought of it.
My mom. You got something like that, though.
God, I remember that night your mom played with us and your stepdad. And, like, he played that bard.
Yeah!
For some reason, I couldn't touch him. And he was killing things left, right, and center like vicious mockery and stupid fucking drunk. Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna do my wolf form, and I'm going to dance while he beats the drum and makes fun of you. I was like, well, yeah, let it happen. I'm fucking, this dude's dead. It was the worst, one of the worst nights for me as a DM. Where just like, everything I do, just can't touch this dude. He's never played before in his life. He's like, I just want to hit my drum and call you names. Your mom's like, I'm going to dance while he does this. And I'm like, I can't hit either of you. Yeah, I can't hit either of you. And you just somehow manage to like kill at every single thing that you make fun of.
And like, it's one of the, because my parents were here for the weekend.
Yeah.
And it just happened to fall when we were playing.
Yeah, I came.
Yeah, and so we were like, hey, you know, I was like, hey, let's see if they want to play. And they were like, yeah, sure. And so we made them characters. We sat down, kind of got an idea of what they wanted, helped them make their own characters, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of, you had the two parties meet, and then an encounter happened, and by the time I ended the encounter, they were like, we're going to bed.
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock.
And then they asked to play again through Skype, and we never got back to them.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're watching this. It wasn't a matter of anything else. It's just I didn't feel like being vicious mockery to death.
I'm not sorry, Mom.
I believe you. It's terrible. So I have to have some kind of marriage because it's not my mom. So I got you. The claw.
It's the retarded bird. Thank you very much. Because I won't flip my mom off, but I can't give her the retarded bird.
That's nice of you. You're like, I'm not sorry for not inviting you back, my friends. Nope. Yeah. But then you're like, I'm not going to actually fucking flip my mom the bird. I'm just going to show her broken finger. Yeah. Your fucking troll finger that hasn't regenerated yet.
Yes.
Working back food, you're always burning it, and it just never comes back.
I have done that. It was I've done it.
The pain of the stove really showed through on your face for a second. What's wrong with us?
I don't know. I think we're like 2 hours into this.
We are. I'm good. You guys are listening to us talk like crazy.
Yeah.
I think someone's still watching.
That would be us.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
Because we have the live feed going, guys.
That's how that works.
Yes.
This whole time I thought like Jay or this other dude who asked if I was your dad or you were my dad was like in here watching. I'm like, wow.
If you think I'm his dad, I don't fucked up. Like, because I mean, I would say that if nothing else, we look closer to the same age than me looking older than him.
Sure.
If nothing else.
I mean, just really bad genetics, which you don't understand.
Guys, I'm 65.
Sure. That or I fucking knocked someone up really hard. This was like 5 or 6 and I was going balls deep. I just wanted to end my life socially as early as possible. So now I don't have to worry about
Mad Street props now.
exactly. Dude, I was the talk of the fucking playground. At the same token, though, I had to be home after school because I had someone to take care of. But on the brighter side, you're not my fucking problem anymore because you're an adult.
Oh my god. Are you only 5 years older than me?
31.
You're 31? Okay, so yeah, you're roughly 5 years older than me.
Roughly.
Well, yeah, because I mean, when's your birthday?
May.
May.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're about 6 years older than me. May what?
19.
19? Okay, so you're right after Margaret.
Mm-hmm. Because Crystal's older than all of us.
Shh. We don't speak of this.
Mike's the same age as you.
Yeah, so is Ryan.
Mike looks like he's fucking 60.
This
If there's a video with Mike, no, there isn't. There was no video recorded. If we ever get Mike on camera, and pull that beanie off of his head, this dude he's 25 and he's basically got Snow White peppered hair. Like the dude looks like he's straight up like 60 years old.
Lots of ghosts, poltergeists.
No, this is just like he's straight too far from his well of eternity. And like his fountain youth got real far away. Back to the Lich, and I even flip through that book for 2 hours and it just keeps going back and forth.
The Lich. I keep going back to this guy though. He always looks interesting.
No, Feshy,
No, Fishahana.
Warthog Pig, Pixie, Cupid. Yeah, he's mean.
Cupid! He's like evil Cupid.
That's a fucked up Cupid. That's a very fucked up Cupid. And then Melty Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, something else that almost at the point of getting back into is because Aventura is technically done.
That's right, it is.
And probably nobody knows this except for a handful of people. Aventura is a system that I've been working on for several years now.
Good God, yeah.
And I finally got the basics done. I've done play tests. I have not done play tests for the updated version. But I've done play tests for like 0.1, 2 through 5. So we're pretty much at the stage where I just need editors, somebody to edit it, and I don't want to pay somebody there. Especially because editors can be dicks and be like, add a dog.
Add a dog.
Yeah.
Are you hiring Crystal?
No, because they're going to be add a puppet.
It's pretty much the same thing if we're talking like adults. I mean, we're talking like Crystal, then yeah, it's a puppet or a doggo or whatever. Sure, yeah, it's a big color.
Oh, it's the evolution.
Yeah. There's Dogmander, Dogmelion, and Dogazar. Is what they're looking at.
Yes.
Fucking pupperinos all day
Yeah, but yeah, I just need pretty much somebody to edit it. I think it's been technically the advice I've been given is to wait 6 months. Like, don't look at it, don't touch it, don't do nothing with it, and then go back and I can edit it myself at that point, because then
you're going at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
You have time to kind of let everything kind of drain out.
Yeah, because something that's pretty common with writers is whenever your mind automatically puts in what you think you have written and not what you actually wrote.
Yep.
So waiting about 6 months, I think I'm 2 months in.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that, but I also had it kicking around in the back of my brain. Like, man, you haven't talked about Adventure in a while.
Mhm.
And like the people who gave that advice, they're 100% right, because really, if you go at it fresh, or fresh off just finishing it, you're right. You're not going to see the things that other people might see, but if you take time to let all that info just drain out and you hit it like it's brand fucking new, and you read through, you go, well, that's fucking weird, or that doesn't make sense, or that's really good. We'll play on that, and then you'll make smarter decisions in picking and choosing.
Yeah. I'm interested. The big mechanic I'm interested to see is the actual combat aspect of rolling to hit and rolling to defend.
I mean, the little bit that we did when you first started sounded cool.
Mm.
But fuck, that was like version 0.0.
Yeah, that was literally, I have an idea. Would y'all be down to try and test this?
Cool. It was fucking broken.
Oh, yeah.
Because I fucking zoomed all over that map, that robot arm.
Yes. I really did like that, though.
I'm not gonna fucking say no to bionic commando armors. Like, poof, zoom. I can do this again, right? Yeah, I guess so. Zoom. I can hit him and then keep going as long as I don't really do anything, right? He's like, yeah. Zoom. Like, this is the coolest fucking thing. I was like, ah.
Yeah. The two big aspects with that is like the robot arm falls under quirk.
Yep.
And then there's prodigy, which is like a biological trait. And you can pick one or the other. You don't get both.
Yeah, and I very much like the going back to Full Metal. I very much like that, like automaton, like that robot armor, like some kind of weird change the body, and having that, like, I can shoot my arm out and it's still there, and I can retract in on it, and I'm like that big.
Mm-hmm. You would probably like the additions that were added to it, because you can have up to one if you choose metallic, which is the quirk name. You can choose one or all of them, which is they all have drawbacks as well.
Okay.
So the more you stack on, the more penalties you start to acquire. But then you can get some boons too. Like you can have one or both arms, one or both legs, one or both eyes, and then a rib cage. And then they each drain some of your casting points to fully work, because it's not like electronic or steam. It's done through your mana. Yeah. Except for the rib cage. The rib cage is the only one that just deducts speed, because it's just so heavy.
So basically, I can do Full Metal Alchemist meets Bato from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I'll have robot eyes and a robot leg and arm, and just fucking
and the eyes, like the arm sounds. See sounds. You do have like telescopic vision, night vision, and like infrared.
Like, as long as I don't got carry like an oil can,
Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it if that's all that required of me to do it. And that was the drawback. Was like, I can get rusty and like seize up. Sure. I will keep myself fucking lubed like a Turkish wrestler. I straight up would. I would dump that oil and be like, let's go. Like, we're ready for this shit. It's Mexican. Good God. know you're wrestling.
Isn't that what you said?
No, a Turkish wrestler. Turkish oil wrestling. When these dudes are just like in leather pants and then they soak up in like grease and like we're doing this thing. They just like slap their chest and then they go at it.
Really? No one would need to see
No, we're seeing it now. You made that fucking comment. Google is my friend and we're just talking. So I'm not staying on topic for long. You brought this on yourself.
But you've made it this far into the video, and Adventure sounds interesting. It's based off of the elements, and everybody can cast an element or control an element. It's called a casting. Be control element: earth, wind, fire, water, lightning, shadow, sound, light.
Everyone's got a hand in pants too.
I know, right?
That's
I need somebody to go look at the Turkish wrestling with me right now.
I'm not even doing it. I wasn't even fucking lying to you. They just take a jug and they lather the fuck up.
Why is it?
It's a move. It's always in pants. I don't know the exact reason behind it, but it's junk grabbing wrestling while they're wearing pants. Like, look at this. It's like fucking prostate chocolate, dude. It's he's pulling it down.
Okay, but I can see that more effective than.
Wait, they got both his hands. Like young kids, he's grabbing butthole. Like I guess it's like a bowling ball effect where like he's getting a hook in, and it's just time to tussle. Dude, it's a thing. It's a real old world thing. Oh my God. This is the shit that goes on in the regular. Yeah, you get to see this.
Oh my God.
It'll be a no from me, dog.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Hey man, you're blowing that vape smoke down, man.
I am trying to keep away from direct camera as best as possible.
So, yeah, let's. I want to know your opinion on this. Dude, whoa! Hey guys, look, by the way, I got a new phone. This is my first phone in like
Freaked me out too. It's like 8, 9 months into it.
yeah, at least. That's. I don't even know what it did.
It did a sound.
Yeah, it made a sound. I don't know. Been 8 or 9 months since I had a phone. I don't know what sounds mean anymore.
Maybe because I'm going ball. I've got like that horseshoe deck. I'm looking at it now. I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
The Avatar.
Yes, yes. It was all for something. It just wasn't my bad misfortune. Yes. There's a reason behind this. They call me Dang because I'm not quite good enough.
Dang.
It is just about 1 o'clock. I did have a long day at work. And yeah, as per stated, I am Dang. Yeah, I'm not quite good enough. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're about at 2 hours. But yeah, I want to know y'all's opinion on vaping.
Me too, actually.
If you are offended by it. I mean, I could understand more if like you're like in person or something. Hey, don't blow that on me or something.
But is it really that offensive to be doing, or is it kind of grind your gears if we're vaping with the camera on?
It really grinds my gears.
Like, dude, does this rustle your jimmies if I'm just like... Because, I mean, honestly, it's not like, oh, vape nation, bro. But more so, I don't want to smoke anymore. So I do this instead. And I can do this inside without going, hey, let me take a smoke break. I'll be right back. If it bothers you too fucking bad, well, at least tell us why. Because we had one guy do that, and he was like, it's going to be a no from me because somebody blew vape in the camera. And I went back and watched that video. If you're watching this one, I went back and watched it, and not at one point did either of us blow vape into that camera. We blew it away. By all fucking means, we blew it away. But not directly at. So your fucking valid, or your excuse was not valid. And we asked you if we really upset you. You never came back because you're a punk ass bitch. I said that too.
Let me get you some burn ointment.
Yeah.
But okay, guys. We'll probably go ahead and call it there with the mad diss from Dang.
That's always good for it. It's just those sick burns. I'm gonna bruise that coconut, bro.
Yes. And you cannot be held responsible for Dane's actions.
No, lifetime assholes just rolling around in this melon. And not people in particular, the assholes.
All I can picture is Ace Ventura.
Yeah, I got you. Because I'm a fan. And like how that just got off in the same process. That was very in the moment. You didn't hear it, but it did just kind of wind down.
But, all right, guys. We're going to let y'all go. We're going to go. And we're going to go do some naked butt mess for listening.
You really went a weird way with it.
Yeah.
Because not once were they naked.
I don't know now.
No, they're always had pants on. Phone proved it.
I don't Go look up what was it? Mexican butt wrestling?
No. Turkish oil wrestling.
Turkish oil wrestling.
They always wear pants, but there's always a hand on those pants.
It's a little bit weird, guys.
It's a real thing. I never ever once was just naked butt wrestling. I just make a lot of suction cup sounds, and that would just be disturbing for everybody. And clearly, I have the size advantage there. So it's like the fucking Yokozuna, like the sumo, like the head dude of the stable. Dogecoin all day long.
Yeah. But all right, guys. I'm Jim,
I'm Dave.
and this has been a look behind the screen.
Thanks for talking shop.
Yep. Later, guys.